Okay, so what are different control flow statements? Atul?
Sequence, conditional statements, then looping statements.
Okay, very good. Nevin, what are sequence statements?
Statements that start from the beginning to the end.
That is one by one, line by line execution. Very good. Then what are conditional statements? Reina? Reina? Can you hear me? Do you know the answer? Just tell me yes or no.
No, ma'am.
Okay, conditional statements, just hear it from Minakshi.
Okay, ma'am.
Ma'am, if a condition is satisfied, the first statement will be executed and then the next one.
Okay, the statements will be executed based on a condition. Understood, Reina? Statements will be executed based on a condition. If the condition is true, a set of statements will be executed. If the condition is false, another set of statements will be executed, and both statements won't be executed simultaneously. That is the speciality of conditional statements. What can be looping statements, Evelyn?
Set of statements that is repeated again and again based on a condition.
Okay, set of statements, very good. If the condition is false, it will break from that part. If the condition is true, then it will be executed repeatedly again and again. For example for looping statements. I have told you a real life example. Another example, let me tell you, a program to display numbers from 1 to 1 crore. How will we write the program, Amal Raj? Question, am I question clear to you? No. Question is, display numbers from 1 to 1 crore. Everyone think. How to write this? Nevin, send the link again. Nevin, Aryan, join the Google Classroom. Okay. Those who haven't joined, join now with the link. Okay. So, how to write that program? Achut smiling. Achut, tell me how to write that program. The question is, write a Python program to display numbers from 1 to 1 crore.
I don't know, ma'am.
What is the option that you have studied? What is option?
Like we can tell print n,
Ah.
where n is less than 1 crore, like and greater than 1.
Repeated,
Something
isn't
like
it?
that.
Yes. So the normal way in this, whatever you studied from that, how you will write it? You will write print 1, print 2, print 3, print 4, print 5, print 6, print 7. Till 1 crore you have to print, or in a single statement you have to write 1, 2, 3, etc. till 1 crore. So it will take, how much time it will take, Lydia, to type from 1 to 1 crore? Do you have any idea?
No, ma'am.
But in Python program or any other programming language, since the CPU, central processing unit is so fast in mathematical calculations, it is doing it within microseconds. So for that, you can use a concept of loop. So you initialize a variable to 1, then right inside a loop, then in the loop, you increment that variable. For example, I is equal to 1, then display print I inside the loop, and you write I is equal to I plus 1. Then loop will continue till till 1 crore. That is an example of a looping statement that we will discuss later. So let's see the different examples. What are the different types of conditional statements? There are 3 types of conditional statements. So you can note it down. 3 types. Conditional statements are of 3 types. Simple if. Simple if.
Once more.
Simple. Who asked that? Once more. Who asked? No answer.
I'm Ashwin.
Ashwin. Ashwin is a very simple person. That simple. Simple if. IF. Then what can be the next? Next is not complicated. That is simple if, then if else. If you study, you will get good marks. Else, you won't get good marks. So if else. Okay. Then nested if. I will write it. One simple if. Okay. Second one is if else. If elif, not elephant, elif. Then simple if else, if elif, dot 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 can be again another in elif, 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 else. Clear, Ashwin? Okay. So now let's see the syntax of simple if. So what can be simple if? The question is check whether the number is positive. So you have only one question, whether it is positive. The question is not like whether it is negative, positive or negative. The only one question is that is check whether the number is positive. So you have only need to have only one condition. You are not checking whether it is negative or not. That you can do using simple if. So syntax means general format of simple if. So right over here. If, that is a keyword. If is a keyword. So it's all in small letters. There is no change in that syntax. Then in bracket, compulsory bracket. That is a round bracket. Then the condition. The condition can be any condition. So you can write as the meaning of this 2 angular bracket is that the condition can be any condition. Close the bracket, full colon. Unavoidable compulsory things we will write as it is. That is if it's a compulsory thing, bracket compulsory. The condition can be any condition, so you will write in angular bracket. That is only for a general format. When you write your regular normal program, you should not write this angular bracket. This is only for the syntax. Syntax means general format of if condition, and the full colon is compulsory. Okay. Then we have to leave small spaces. Then statement 1. Any proper statement. The meaning of square bracket in the general format is that it is not compulsory, it is optional. Okay. Square bracket stands for optional statements. It can be one statement, can be many statements under if condition. But all statements should be in the same manner indentation. It should be properly indented. If you write a statement over here, this won't be considered as a part of if. This will be the part of the main program. So this is wrong. So I will show you program checking whether the number is positive. This is simple if. So who can say it? Ashish, first statement. Ashish, are you there? Ashish? Unmute. Blinking. Video is blinking. So Aditya Raj,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me the first line of code.
Ma'am, can you repeat first line of
First line of code.
code?
Code. Python.
If
Srihari.
If the condition inside bracket.
Proper program asking you. Write a program to check whether a number is positive.
Number is equal to int bracket input bracket enter the number.
Next statement, Emmanuel. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Emmanuel, tell me the next statement. What can be the next statement? Okay, Emmanuel, forget about it. What is the question? You tell me the question that I asked.
I didn't get it.
You didn't get the question.
No.
Where were you?
Here in this class.
Okay, what was the topic that I took today?
Conditional statement of 3 types.
Then
Then it's 3 types to explain.
3 types.
Symbol if else, dot else.
What is the meaning of this dot dot dot?
Else.
So the question you did not get. The question is write a program, Python program to check whether a number is positive or not. The one line is over. Next line.
Ma'am, if bracket number greater than 0 bracket close and 2 dot. Next line.
Here.
Next line.
Here.
Yes.
Here. Wrong. Emmanuel, word to write. You should not write here, then it is wrong.
Space minus 3.
Then hello.
Um, Space under the bracket.
Now you need to write
Positive number.
print
Bracket. That 2 quotes and positive number. Number is
this way also you can write, isn't it? Isn't it, Emmanuel?
yes, ma'am.
So this is a print statement. There's a proper statement how you have to write. Either you can write as a positive number, that's okay. Here it will be, suppose the user enters 2. So it will be displayed number 2 is positive. So there is no else statement, the program is over. So this is how you write a simple if statement. Okay? Any doubt in this simple if statement?
Ma'am,
Yes.
if you give a positive number, it will tell number is positive.
Ah,
But what if we give a negative number here?
will happen.
Huh?
Nothing will happen because we haven't written anything about negative number. The question is, check whether a number is positive or not. Either it is positive, if it is negative, nothing will be displayed, no output. No output. Why no output? Because it will check whether the condition is true or not. So, for example, user entered -3, -3. So, NO contains -3. And the condition, if NO, what is the value in NO, Elvina? -3.
Less than 0.
So, here the condition is, if -3 greater than 0, that is a question, if condition. Answer, yes or no answer. What is your answer?
If NO is greater than 0, it will be a positive number.
No, my question is, if -3 greater than 0, you need to tell me a statement is true or false. Minus
No.
greater than 0,
No.
that is false, isn't it? So you have to say it in true or false manner. So it is false. If the condition is false, what happens? The control flow of execution will jump to this place. Nothing is there. So program will end. Execution will end. Clear? Achyut? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Now is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, now it is different thing. Suppose the user entered 100. So the question to basis. So NO consists of 100. If 100 greater than 0 is the question, true or false?
I'm adding here.
If 100 greater than 0, is that true or false?
True.
True. So if the condition is true, what will happen? The control of the execution will go to the body of if. What is inside the body of if? We have written print number is positive. Is that clear to everyone? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So simple if means there is no else condition. So only if the condition is true, the statement will get executed. If the condition is false, nothing will happen. Okay. Let's see the syntax of if else statement. If else. So what is the use of if else? If the condition is true, that statement will get executed. If the condition is false, then else condition, else statement will get executed. Okay. So let's see the syntax. So we have to write if, same thing, if, open a bracket, then the condition, full colon, then you have to leave 4 spaces, then you have to write statement, statement 1, or statement. So if the condition is true, these statements will get executed. If the condition is false, what will happen? You have to write else. Else, and you have to remember that else also consists of full colon. Else. If you are forgetting to put this full colon, Python will give you an error message. Okay? Else, then statement 2, then statement. Is there any doubt in the syntax? Hannah?
No, ma'am.
Is that clear? So if the condition is true, the set of statements which is written inside if will get executed. If the condition is false, the statements which are written inside else will get executed. So both the statements won't be executed simultaneously. That is the speciality of if else statements. Is that clear, Aryan?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's write one program. Write a program. Write a program to check whether the user is eligible voter or not. Eligible voter. Okay. Check whether the user is eligible voter. So you all of you know that voting age is Dia
18.
18. So 18 is the age. So you have to ask the user for the age. So age will be entered by the user. And you have to check whether it is greater than or equal to 18. So if the age is greater than or equal to 18, you have to display, Amal Raj, you have to display.
You're eligible to vote.
Yes, you are eligible to vote. Else, in else condition, what you have to write? You are not eligible to vote. So let's see that program. So who can say the first statement? Meenakshi?
And now equal to
Once again, block here.
number equal to
The first statement, So accepting age. How to accept the age?
a is equal to
Okay, correct. Very good. Age is equal to
int bracket input bracket enter your age.
Good. Enter your age. Then, Aryan.
If age is greater than 18 or equal to 18.
Greater than, equal to. Now you have to use, here you have to use your relational operator. Greater than or equal to, you have to write greater than symbol, then equal to.
Equal to
Greater than, equal to
18.
8. Full colon. Then,
Print
where you have to write? Here?
next line.
Yes. Print.
Eligible to vote.
L.
Print not eligible to vote.
Okay. So when this program runs, what happens is the user enters age. So for example, everyone turn on your video. Everyone turn on your video. For example, user enters 20. So now age consists of 20. So the condition we have given is if age greater than or equal to 18. So the question will be like 20 greater than or equal to 18. Is that true or false? Anjo? Anjo? Hello? 20 greater than or equal to 18. True. So if the question is true, the statements which are inside the if will get executed. So the control of the execution will go to part. So what will be displayed? Eligible to what? Basil, Grishman, Hadi, Mohammed Irfan, turn on your video. Eligible what will get executed. So my question to Ashwin. What will happen to this statement? Not eligible. Ashwin? Unmute, unmute.
Yes, ma'am.
What will happen to this else statement? Will it be executed?
I won't execute.
Only one statement will get executed. Either if or else. So that is the speciality of if else statement. If the user enters an age less than 18, else statement will get executed. If the user enters age greater than or equal to 18, if statement will get executed. So this is called if else statement. So these are the basics of Python program. Without if else and all, you can't do any programs. Okay. Now, one more question to you that you can write as a homework. The question is, write a program to check whether the entered number is even or odd. Whether the entered number is even or odd. So, submit your answer in Google Classroom. Okay. There's no time limit. So you can, today itself we have to post it. Okay. So I will check it and I will send you the result back.
Ma'am, we have to send after doing.
It is better if you do it in Python, like you did the other program. That is a practice for you, for the exam, your theory examination as well as practical examination. Those who have sent me after writing a paper, I have given you the correction. Because many of you are forgetting about indentation. I told you indentation is very, very important. If you do it in Spider and if you are running it, and you can find out what are the mistakes you have made. Isn't it? Achu. It's very clear, your mistakes are very clear because you won't get the output properly. But if you write in a paper, how will you know what are the different mistakes? If you have Spider installed, then definitely you can do it and you can take a photo of that and you can send to me. If you don't have a laptop or PC at home, you can write it, a piece of paper and send to me. I hope I corrected all of your things. Elvina, some mistakes I already corrected and commented also. So let me through. So next time, don't make that kind of mistakes. Just for a practical examination, if you write in that way, you won't get the correct output. Okay. So better to do it in Python. So that you can practice it. Not only this program, you can take many programs according to your wish and you can do it. Okay. So now let's see the different if, elif, else. So I given you the heading already. If, elif. Elif stands for else if. Elif stands for else if. But in Python we will write elif. That means if you have more than one condition to check. So in which place you need this more than one condition to check? Any idea, Atul? You have to check more than one condition.
Maybe like if you're opting for if you're opting for science, then 3 subjects you need more than some.
Yes, that's very good. So that is one condition where you have more than one condition. Or let's see one example. Enter the total marks and find the grade according to the marks. So you have lots of grades: A1, A2, B1, B2, B3. Check many conditions. You have to check the ranges if it is greater than 90, the percentage is greater than 90, or then greater than 80 and less than 70, something like that. Sorry, greater than 70 and less than 80. So you have lots of conditions others so that you can display the grade according to the condition. In these examples, you have to use more than one condition. In that place, we use, what do we use? You can't use if, simple if or if else statement. You have to use if, elif. So now let's see the syntax of if,